The Muslim Brotherhood has surged its supporters to revive their resistance during the 4th anniversary of the January Revolution. Protests were violent, public properties were torched, and clashes with the police were reported in several cities. Meanwhile, bomb attacks have increased, particularly in the capital, Cairo. While the clashes are expected to peak on Friday 11, the day Mubarak stepped down, analysts say it could continue up until March.
The
Muslim Brotherhood has officially dropped down its support for peaceful protests. These attacks do not target the memory of the revolution, but it targets the political and economic progress that the country is taking. The terrorist groups on top of which the Muslim Brotherhood, when they saw the international recognition of the Egyptian administration, they feared that it may soon be forgotten. So they are trying to stop this progress.
Egypt will host 3 major events in March: the Economic Conference, the Arab Summit, and the country's parliament election. With the world's spotlight on Egypt during this period, any crackdown like curfews or a state of emergency will send the wrong message to the international community.
It will take months to end this terrorism. The recent procedures puts us on the right path. Unifying the Sinai military command instead of dividing it to north and south is an extremely effective step. Completing the buffer zone with Gaza borders should greatly help limiting militants' foreign support. In months, we should be able to completely terminate this file.
Egypt's president has asked Egyptians to unite against the latest attacks. Hundreds of opinion leaders have rallied to show support, including many of el-Sisi's critics.
When there
are militias against the nation, then we will stand against these militias. But we must not forget that one of the tools to fight these militias is internal reform, like creating more freedoms. The opposition or critics are not enemies to the state. So when we find more than 40 Egyptians killed because of this terrorism, we must all immediately stand together against this terrorism.
The Arab Summit and the Economic Conference will be held in Sharm el-Sheikh, the Red Sea resort city. It's in South Sinai, very close to militant activities, yet logistically one of the most secure cities in the country. It's the parliament election that faces many threats. Millions will go to vote, and if it ends peacefully, Islamists will have to wait years to get a chance to become part of Egypt's political life. Adel, Mahrouky, CCTV, Cairo.